Ken Johnson here with Cable Suite 541. We're on location in Geneva at the Geneva Area Recreational, Educational, and Athletic Trust Complex, what is known as the GaREAT Complex. And behind us is some high school and college-age young men playing volleyball, and I don't understand exactly what their names are, so we're lucky to be joined by the GaREAT volleyball coordinator, Stephanie Kubik. Stephanie, what is this team behind us?
This team is the Junior Men's National Volleyball Team, future USA Olympic athletes in training.
Okay, say that one more time. Olympic?
The Junior Men's National Volleyball Team.
And what is their purpose to be here in Geneva at the GaREAT Complex?
Well, every year before they go to their big tournament, their junior national tournament, and playing the other best teams around the world, they train at one specific site. They have a tryout and they pick the top 19 athletes in the country. And these are the top 19 and 20-year-old athletes in the country for volleyball. And right here training, and they chose GaREAT as their new training site this year.
Well, we're glad they did, but I guess the most exciting part of this is not just that they're here, but from the things we've heard, they're very open and want to interact with the public, the volleyball players. Tell us how long they're going to be here and what part the public can have in this.
They arrived July 31st. August 1st was their first day of training, and they leave their last day of training is August 13th. They leave the 14th. And it is open to the public at any time. They come and watch to watch them train, play volleyball. When they come in, they'll immediately greet the public and just absolutely love it. And they want people here to see them. They want them here. We do have a coaching clinic going on today where the coaches are going to interact with local coaches, tell them what they do, how they train. And then on August 12th, we do have a scrimmage open to the public. And the public can also come and eat with the players at our wonderful new facility with our chef, Jamie Cordova.
And if you've not been to the GaREAT Complex, you are missing out on one of the gems of Ashtabula County. Behind us are 3 volleyball courts. In front of us are some more volleyball courts, gymnastics, basketball. On the other side is some more basketball. It's just a phenomenal facility. And as you can see behind us, this is a phenomenal brand of volleyball that these guys are playing. And also when we came in tonight, all the players on drink break came by, introduced themselves, and made us feel welcome for being here. So I think the folks can really take heart that they will be appreciated.
Oh, they are very appreciative that people are watching them, that they have such a great facility. They said this is better than the Olympic Training Center in Colorado Springs. They said they've never seen a complex like this before in the world, and we're just so excited.
Well, I see Mr. Clutter snuck out before we had a chance to talk to him. But yeah, he is to be commended for this facility. It's, you know, and I was going to, if I was talking to him, one of the questions I would have asked would have been, you know, this seems like, to me anyway, as a guy who lives 30 minutes from here, maybe the first higher scale outside entity to take advantage of the facility. But that's really part of the ongoing vision, isn't it?
Oh, yes. And this is, you know, when the athletes came here, they said all the Olympic athletes should come here and train. And we said that is our goal. That's what we want to reach out to have the top athletes come here and train, and in the local community as well. But we want the top-notch athletes to come here.
Well, Stephanie, and also not so the public gets the impression this is just an exhibition for show or marketing. There's actually some business that's going to get done with this team next week, isn't there?
Yes, 22 more athletes come in, and they'll be doing some more training with these athletes. They'll be making their final cuts after they're done playing here, and make their final cuts from 19 down to 12. They'll go on to Quebec to play in the World Championship.
Well, thank you so much, and congratulations on having this. And pass along congratulations to your Executive Director, Dave Smalley, because I know he really works hard as well to bring these kind of events to Geneva.
Okay, great. Thanks.
With me is Dylan Davis of, and I still can't get this right, is it the junior national team?
Yes, that is correct, yeah. It's a junior national team.
Now, behind us, we can see there's a little 6-on-6 and some guys substituting. Is that all of the young men involved in this program?
Yes, it is, yeah. We just got our last player. He came here 2 days ago, and yeah, this is our full squad.
Now, I heard there was another group that'll be joining you maybe tomorrow?
Yeah, that's the A2 group, and they're the group that didn't make this cut, but they're also a bunch of talented men that are going to help play us and help us get better.
Before we get much further, we need to know how old you are, because I have no idea how to gauge you young men, and the size to boot. But let us know your age, where you're from, and high school, college.
I'm 19 years old. I grew up in Newport Beach, and I currently play at UC Santa Barbara.
Very good. What happens next Thursday with this group? Because I hear there's like about 16 of you here now, but there won't be going to Quebec.
Yeah, unfortunately there are going to be some cuts. We're going to cutting it down to 12 actually, and throughout the time until next Thursday, gradually people will be told that they'll have made the team or have unfortunately been cut.
Coach singled you out for an interview because he mentioned that you've been involved in this program for several years. At what age are you qualified to be on this team, and then when are you too old?
Well, for this team, the junior team, you have to be at least about 17, 18, up to 19 years old, which is how old I am, and next year is the last year that I'm eligible to play for this.
And what year are you at UC Santa Barbara?
I just finished my freshman year, and I'm going to my sophomore year.
So can I assume you play volleyball there?
Yes. Yeah.
Now up here, we don't see a lot of men's volleyball in the high school programs or even many of the college programs, but I think that's vastly different in Southern California.
Yeah, it's much different. It's a lot bigger change over there. There's we have a bunch of beach going up and down the coast, and so a bunch of kids are being really exposed to beach volleyball, and that gets them involved a lot.
I got to ask you one self-serving question. We locals are just thrilled with this facility. It's just huge and beyond our wildest dreams for this, sleepy Midwestern town. What are your thoughts coming from Southern California to this athletic complex?
Yeah, well, where we're from, there's not this much open space in Southern California, but here, like, this floor is amazing. We're used to playing on wood floors a bunch, and that's really tough on our knees, but this floor over here is perfect, and it just helps us feel great.
What is your prediction for going up to this tournament in Quebec in 2 weeks? What's your thoughts about your chances up there?
I have a feeling that we'll be doing pretty well. 2 years ago we qualified for the same tournament, or 2 years ago we had the same tournament, only it was in Florida. But I mean, we should do pretty well.
Now the big question we got to leave you with, can we expect in, say, 2016 to hear Davis in the Olympic roster?
Hopefully so, hopefully so. It's a big dream for me, yeah.
I appreciate you joining us, Dylan, and best of luck on this squad, and hopefully we'll see you in the Olympics. Thanks.
Thank you very much.
We're following the USA Volleyball Junior Men's National Team, and joining us this time is Maurice Torres. And a little bit here, Maurice, we're actually going to wire you up for sound and follow you around the court. What was your path to getting here to this group?
Well, I only started playing volleyball in my freshman year of high school, so I haven't been playing it for very long. But after my second year of playing club volleyball, my head coach said, "Hey, you need to try out for the USA Pipeline." And I had no idea what it was, so he walked me through the steps. And since my sophomore year of high school, I've been working with a lot of these guys, playing with a lot of these guys against and with, and just been going through the pipeline with the youth national team and now with the junior national team.
In the Midwest, I'm considered a relatively big guy at 6'1". You're considerably taller and put together. You've got to be a natural athlete to get this far, but you've got all these choices of basketball, football, baseball, even soccer now. Why volleyball?
Well, I played soccer and basketball growing up, mostly soccer actually, and volleyball was just something that I fell in love with. I could see myself playing it in college. I had a real knack and real drive for the sport, so I decided to drop playing basketball, to stop playing soccer, and just stick to volleyball and pursue a dream in that.
We saw you do a nasty jump serve earlier. Any clues to the velocity on that serve?
I have no idea, to be honest. I just try to go back there, and it's really what's most important is keeping it in. It doesn't. One of our coaches always says it doesn't have to always be an ace. You just got to keep it on them, because keeping it on them will do good enough.
Maurice, tell us where your hometown is, your college, and what your age is.
I am 19 years old, just turned 19 a month ago. I go to Pepperdine University in Malibu, California, and I'm from Riverside, California.
Now I see it seems like there's a trend here with Southern California.
Yes, definitely. There's most of the guys are from Southern California. We have a couple from Northern California, a couple from Hawaii, but most of us, yeah, volleyball's big in Southern California more than anything. So I think we get a large, tryout and fan base there.
Back in 1980, I think, was the first time I fell in love with volleyball as an Olympic sport. Do you have someone that you really admire in the sport?
I actually have two people. My mom was a Deaf Olympic volleyball player, and she was a standout in the Deaf Olympics. And then actually Karch Karai, of course, is the standard answer for who's the idol. I mean, you can really see he worked hard. He's playing the game all his life. I'm sure he has no idea who I am. But no, I really look up to him because you can just see through his career that he really dedicated his life to the sport and was willing to work hard at that.
Talk to us about the anxiety level knowing that this group is going to get cut down to 12 next week.
It's extremely nerve-wracking. It's a lot of time, thinking, okay, what do I need to do better? Instead of thinking about what am I doing now that's good. So it gets a little anxious, get a little nervous. You come into practice thinking, okay, I wonder how I'm going to do this practice. But really, it's really important is to stay grounded and really do what you can and not try to do too much because then your head gets all messed up.
All right, I'm going to take a chance to maybe get you in trouble here, but how does this group of talented young men stack up against your Pepperdine squad?
Ooh, that's a great question. I think it'd be a real heated battle. I mean, we have some really big kids. Pepperdine's known for recruiting big kids. We have a 6'10", 6'11", and we have the same thing here. So it's, unfortunately, I might have to say my Pepperdine team would win because I have loyalties to them, but I think it'd be a great competition to see that happen.
Well, I don't think it would be that bad to say because obviously you would have some varsity players who are, fourth year of eligibility that would be doing it. So, right. Best of luck to you. And I keep asking you players, what are the odds of seeing you on the court in 2016?
I hope so. That's my dream, to be on the men's national team. That's what I aspire to do, and that's why I'm going to college and still playing the game.
Thanks a bunch, Maurice.
You've done this side twice? I started here and I started here. Oh, yeah, sorry. We're good.
Hey, we're back here at GaREAT for the USA Volleyball Junior Men's National Team, and their coach is joining us, John Hawks. John, explain what's going on over the next week.
Well, we have a tournament we're qualifying for, and it's the World Championships. So the World qualification is actually in Quebec, Gatineau, Quebec to be specific, and it's a Norseca event, and the top two go on and qualify for the World Championships in Brazil, I just found out today, next summer.
Excellent. Looks like you got a lot of talent out on that floor.
Yeah, it's going to make it tough. We actually got to cut down to 12 guys from 19, so 7 guys of this group, this talented group, are going home. You're right.
You got the age group, 17, 18, 19-year-olds, some high school, some college. Is there a big gap in the talent level or the power that you're looking for?
No, I mean, when we selected this group, we selected it out of from 14 tryouts around the country, and of this group, we got the top 19 guys that we felt at the time would be ready to go to this championship. So for us, the talent gap isn't as big as maybe some people might think. It's been very competitive.
How in the world do you try to separate what players you're going to keep versus the boys you're going to send home? Because, to my untrained eye, that's a lot of talent to choose from.
Yeah, we're, and us as coaches, we all have our own opinions. We got 4 great coaches here, so we're all working together. We're all seeing different things, and really it's about some stats. It's about winning. It's about what they're doing off the court, some of it. But tell you the truth, it's not an exact science. It's a lot by feel and health, and a lot of things, a lot of factors go involved into it. So it's going to be tough, really tough.
What's the focus level of this group? I mean, to see, all the young people came by and introduced themselves at the drink break. What's that overall maturity level? Because they seem like not necessarily your typical 17-year-old.
They're real mature, they're real focused. Some of them are in college. There's 4 current college players. And you know, then the other side of it, we've got a few guys that are still going into their senior year of high school. So we have those guys are real mature, and they've been doing this for a few years now. So this is not new to them. Some of them, it's their first experience on a traveling team, but they've been part of different camps and you know, different selection committees and stuff like that. So it's been good for them.
Thanks, Coach.
Mo, vision, vision. Hey, blockers, let's watch our eyes. We're not watching the ball too long.
I got it.